What's good, family? Welcome back to the channel. First off, rest in peace to anyone that has lost their life in the wildfires that are happening right now in Hawaii. This is going to be my first time looking at any of these videos of what's really going on. So, let's see what's going on, man.
It's on the roof.
Yeah. That's metal, too.
The grass is on fire?
That's what most of the roofs here are made out of. It's like, I can't believe the firemen aren't here blowing this out.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Well, there's no cell service. There's no internet. Like,
Right, but this fire is huge.
Heck?
I know. It's
Like-
just jumping everywhere.
I'm sure they know it's here, right?
Look at this.
Like, this is... Oh, fuck.
God damn it.
Oh, houses are on fire too, bro?
That's alright. Let it burn. Just get out of there.
It took us like 30 minutes to get out of our neighborhood. It usually takes us, you know, turning out of your neighborhood doesn't take long.
Oh God, that's catching fast. Alright, everybody, let's go. It's go time.
Did you have a to-go bag ready or just your stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you'd
We
already
had to-go bags ready because we knew maybe worst case scenario, just in case, you know, we packed a few things, just like, you know, bare essentials. And if thankfully, I mean, we thought, because we saw the fire and we're like, this might get really bad, so I grabbed like my ID, the cash I had on me, my diploma, my phone, chargers, tons of water, like 12 water bottles I fit in my backpack. So my backpack was pretty heavy, but we just grabbed everything that was in immediate need.
How'd you guys end up at the waterfront? Like, what led you guys there? Were you just being chased by the fire and that's where you were?
Yeah, we were just being chased because we tried to get back in our car and try to drive away from it, and then we just got trapped from the people getting out of their car. So we just jumped in the water because we were right next to it.
You got it. It's all you.
Thank God.
So the fire's spreading that fast that they need to run.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was just backed up all the way to Front Street, and we were debating on going left or right on Front Street, and we went right originally and then parked our car at this children's church. I think it's called Children of the Rainbow.
Dude!
Milo, put your earbuds in.
It's gonna be fine.
It's fine. The firemen are right here.
It's looking like
It's
end
just-
times for them in this clip right here. Dark sky,
Tried to
fire
run
on the
up and
ground.
out to head north, but that was totally blocked by just fallen things, debris.
Milo, we're trying to get there, honey. I can't.
fine.
We're fine. We just have to
Be
get out
alright.
of this traffic. Oh no. Don't say oh no.
Gonna be fine.
Shutting in there crying.
The firemen are right here. They're not
Yeah,
gonna let...
they're not gonna let anything.
Oh.
So we ran back, got in our car, and tried to drive left on Front Street, and it was just totally blocked up, and no cars were moving.
Bro,
See.
that's an entire tree trunk. It's like burning from the inside out. What the heck? And I'm assuming this is just from the heat. For a tree to burn from the inside out from the heat is crazy.
I just can't freaking see.
Like I said, this is my first time watching a video
Just put your phone
covering
down,
this
I'll
at all.
Okay, we're moving a little bit. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's good. Well, now I got out of the danger stuff.
There's another engine.
We're not letting anyone up. We're just trying to get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, fire truck. It's all you. Get 'em, boys.
Just when they reached
Freaking nuts.
Just when they reached blue skies, police blocked their way.
Now we're out of
Here
it.
we can see now. I can't
Okay.
believe that. It was
Holy.
like black. That was crazy. Wow.
Ooh.
We're good now.
Yep, we're good. We're out.
Damn.
That was intense.
That was a little scary for me.
What the heck?
Oh shit, the road's closed. Guess we go straight.
Turning them
This road
around
has
back
direct
into the
traffic.
path of the fire.
There's another engine. Let's go. They're just on the corner chugging a beer. I respect it. It'll be alright.
The The fire was on our street.
Yeah, it is on our street.
Yeah.
It was right
The
next
family
to our
turned
car.
towards the
Right.
front street.
Could have
The
reached out
fire
and
is
touched it.
closing
The
fast.
guy in front of us jumped out of his car and started hitting it with his slipper.
Yeah, I saw that. That little like dead grass area that has that little pillar up on it, that caught fire really
I
fast.
saw it. It was like, boom.
Yeah.
We should have brought the fire extinguisher.
I didn't even know we had one.
It's under the sink. I don't know which way to go. I guess just keep going away from the fire.
Yeah, I don't really think it matters.
Both sides, to the left and the right, are on fire. White smoke starting to come, which means the fire's starting to die out. Fucking scary. We're gonna be okay. We're in the ocean.
What the heck?
It's gonna be.
This is what's going on in Hawaii right now? Let me make sure this is Hawaii. Oh, it is Hawaii.
Shit.
Hell in Paradise.
Both
Lahaina,
sides,
Hawaii.
to the left and the right, are on fire.
Bro.
Oh my god. Jesus fuck.
This looks crazy.
When we left, when the fire was coming,
In that moment,
I don't think I thought that
I thought we were gonna have to get out of the car and like run away.
Yeah, because up at this, we'll show you the intersection. It was almost blocked, and we almost couldn't make it. We thought at that point we were gonna have to get out of the car and run. But no, I didn't think we'd be able to come back.
No.
We saw like fire was coming
Look
right
at
to
what
it.
caused
and
Hawaii wildfires.
yeah, it was very scary.
That way is blocked.
Which way?
Like if we're trying to go onto the poly.
It says right here, for the first time, I don't know how to say the name, county officials publicly blamed Hawaii's largest electric utility for the wildfires that killed at least 115 people this month, claiming in a lawsuit filed on Thursday that intentional and malicious mismanagement of power lines has allowed flames to spark. Oh, so that's what I'm saying. It wasn't even the sun. It was power lines that probably caused one tree to spark on fire, and then it just continued spreading.
I cut the hole through here. I grabbed my fucking bolt cutters, you know what I mean? I grabbed the bolt cutters, came over here, chop, 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 chop. Fuck yeah. You know, I'm not going that way, I'm going this way. These guys were the fire people were going, okay, down here, and there's flames going all over it. I go, fuck that, I ain't going that way. They go, you know another way? I go, yeah, I cut a hole right through here.
So you...
And see, that's where my clothes I sat down with those hangers are right there. That's where they went poof. And I was running about right there, and I just dived down like this. I had a shirt on, you know, I fucking dived down and just did a belly thing like this, because I know the air, you got to get down, you know what I mean?
So you were you just dove into the water there?
Yeah, right, lay down, because you stand up, they hit you, you're dead. You go burst into flame, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I'm hoping,
Was it just about this much water when you were in it?
Yeah.
And so that was enough. Do you think if that wasn't there, would you have survived without the water?
Nope, I don't think so. Maybe not.
So just enough of a trickle, it was enough to save you.
Right there, that was caught over. I got wet, and you know what I mean. And I just was, and I was lucky right then that the wind was, because when the wind would blow this stuff, and blow the fire down, it would be balls. It looked like I'd never seen nothing in my life.
Like fire hail.
Yeah, fire hail, coming at you. It's 70, 50 mile an hour wind, and you're like, whoa, you know. And when I seen that blow like that, I never seen nothing like that. It was like Like if you threw a match on like a charcoal fire, just like when you throw a match, that's what it went like, boom, and it was gone. And I had stuff that was like pictures of my father and mother that are dead, you know what I mean? And I thought, and I seen it go like that, and I was like, fucking, oh, this is serious. You know, it's dodgeball with death. Yeah, the fireball, dodgeball with death. Whenever I seen that thing right there, it'd go like that, poof. And then I heard people, when I seen the pictures the next day of people, I thought, oh crap, if that thing hit me right there, I was poof.
I was
poof. I just did the belly dive right there, woo, down. I probably seen my stuff down there where I like.
He definitely used to surf when he was younger.
Right there where it was covered me. Of that wet blanket right there covered me one time. You know what I mean? I knew all the spots where that I had there. That thing right there covered me. Right there. I'd have to go, yeah, because there's just little ones are coming. Bam, bam. I got shirt that burn right through them. Go right through.
And do you have any injuries on you at all? Like?
Not really. Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah. Next day I was like.
So we were in our car, like circling the parking lot, like trying to escape like fireballs. It get all black and like it was crazy. Yeah. It was so crazy. But then he had a truck parked on the other side, so we went through the watershed thing, like with the fire department, and I got in the truck, and then he went back to get some stuff, and he didn't come back out.
Yeah. Thank you.
But he didn't come back out, so I thought he died. Like literally, I thought he died
But
because he went back in
stuck up in
and
here,
like didn't
so
come back out, and there was no other escape.
Bro, this fire was huge.
I think we weren't the first in the water, but we were some of the first. I think like the first 5, there was us 3 and then like another family.
Oh, so he must have jumped in that water right there.
It was just crossing the street. Things were starting to light on fire right behind us. Like the only way to go was in the water.
That seems like a very last-ditch effort to
absolutely
to put yourself in that situation, to jump in the water. That moment of like going, what did you guys talk about, or you were just like, let's go, or how did that work?
A little bit. We were up in the Lahaina outlets because we ran up in there and tried to run through the Lahaina outlets, but it was blocked, so we ran back and we kind of all froze for like a split second, and we were like, what do we do? And we're like, because we mentioned before, like if things get really bad, we can always jump in the water. We mentioned that a few times. And so we ran back down, and we took refuge in this person's like yard for a few seconds just to collect ourselves. It was right by the water. And we knew we could jump in if we needed to, and yeah, we were like, I think it's time. Like we should get in the water.
What'd you have with you when you jumped in? You had I saw you grabbed one of those hats that the guy makes there.
Yeah, I just had nothing on me. Like my hat fell into the water, so I just found another one where I put my bag, and that's just about it. I just had my in the water, so I just found another one. I just had nothing on me. Like my hat fell.
I mentioned the fire extinguisher in the car to extinguish all this fire right here. That's why
in the water, so I just found another one where I put my bag, and that's just about it. I just had my shirt and my pants.
Yeah. And you had a mask or clothes, or what?
Yeah.
So I actually have the thing I used to cover my face. I wrap this end around and use the arms to tie it around, and you can see like as I fold it up, even behind, you can see all that.
You can see it in the sun. There we go.
Man, have to get tactical.
So that's what you're breathing through, all that smoke and stuff that was caught by the t-shirt.
Wow, that's crazy to see. I haven't looked at that yet. He had his backpack with him, his backpack he just got for school. He stashed it in this cave on that shoreline. I had my backpack with all my stuff. I put it on my front. That's what I was videoing on, like this. My mom had her backpack with, our documents and stuff like that, and that's it.
So you have at least some water with you?
Yep, I had water. I brought her all her water. It was in my backpack.
What are those the conditions like, though? Because, I mean, you're talking about hurricane force winds. The waves must have been crashing into you as well, but you're just in the moment of watching what's unfolding in front of you?
Thankfully, immediately after we got in, the water was okay. The wind, though, was, I mean, everyone saw it spread in minutes down to Front Street. The wind was going crazy. I mean, I don't know how fast, but hurricane force winds. I mean, it was bad.
Wow.
And yeah,
So
like you said, his hat
was like
fitted hat blew straight off his head, and like, you know, it was, you know, palm trees bending over, wind, like I said, roof panels coming off. It was that windy. And then we were just trying to like cover our eyes because of the smoke and
also I assume like the sparks, right?
Yeah.
I heard somebody describe it like fire hail.
Yeah, I would absolutely. I could see that, especially when we were coming down Lahaina Luna Road. It was just like shooting. I heard someone describe it as like someone throwing like baseballs of fire. It was exactly like that.
The front street's gonna look so different. That's gonna be crazy.
And some pieces were really big, like embers like that big. Big chunks of whatever.
That makes sense.
So we were lucky enough to be in the water, so even like we made sure our hair was.
So basically, if you guys have ever lit a campfire and when the wood is burnt out, and say you like hit a campfire while it's lit, and you have like the ambers that pop up in the air, those are small. They're like usually small like that. We're talking about ambers the size of golf balls and baseballs flying very fast. That makes sense, and that is just crazy.
Wet was one thing because I saw someone, their hair caught an ember and started like, little spark, you know, could have become bad, and their friend like wet their hair. So I was like, wait, we got to get our hair wet, and you know, of course, we're in the water, so most of our limbs. I mean, I was.
This man was thinking.
How far above the water were you? Do you think? How
like
much of the?
Right here?
That's about where I was, because I was crouching down, because my mom and him are shorter than me, so I was about here too. So we knew like you know, if we were like this, our hands were covered, our faces were okay from the embers.
You're gonna be okay, Milo. Milo, your mask is dirty. It's better. Holy fuck.
Should I just wash it?
Yeah, just wash it.
It's kind of like when you open an oven and you're kind of like, imagine if you're like grabbing, you know, cookies out of the oven and that is blowing on you. That's what it felt like. That's very accurate.
Wow.
What was the main thing that kept running through your mind when you're in there? Are you worried about your life? You're just not getting burned? You're worried about your dad? Like what's really, you know, each other? What were you know, what was going through your mind?
Immediately after we jumped in, we all, I think, felt some relief because we felt that we were safe in the water. He was worried about our dad a lot because he works in Lahaina, so we were wondering if he was still at his shop in Lahaina or what was going on with that. Thankfully, he was up country, but also our mom. We were both very worried about our mom, and that's kind of what kept us occupied, was making sure her breathing, because she gets migraines really bad from stuff like smoke, and her eyes are super sensitive to stuff like that, so we were worried about her eyes and her breathing, so that was our main concern.
What were the conversations like in the water?
That's a good question. We wanted to save our breath, so we tried to only like say things that were necessary, so we were just telling people that like, or telling ourselves, and you know, I was trying to reiterate in all of us like a mantra, like it's gonna be okay, we're gonna get out of this, like we're safe in the water.
Don't look at the fat, don't look. Look this way, this is good. It's gonna be okay. It's alright.
Because that was helping me. For me, helping people, and especially them, helps me stay calm. So I just kept like, it was for them to keep them okay, but it was also for me to keep myself okay.
It was like reinforcing that
completely.
In your mind that you're gonna be okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. What are you gonna remember the most from that experience in the water?
Probably just how smoky it was. That's probably just the main thing, just how smoky it was.
When you see the videos, that's when the smoke was the most clear and you could see.
The famous blue Maui water, now black with soot and burnt wood crashing against the shore.
All from a spark on
It
a
doesn't
power
matter
line.
if you're rich, poor, unknown, or famous. Disasters hit anyone, including Fleetwoods. This is the drummer Fleetwood Mac's famous restaurant right on Front Street, completely gone.
Dang. That's a hit.
When it started, I was over by Fleetwood.
And so
I just came right down here, and there was people that looked so kind of relaxed in full clothing, and I was too hot. I took my clothes off, I put my bags inside. There was flames and wild charcoal coming in, flaming, but
completely either up in flames or at that point just coal.
So you just emerged to a whole different universe.
Completely. And then once we were at, I think it was the post office or police station, like that area, that's where it was like, we finally felt safe. Like there was such a sigh of relief. We got on the bus, and there's even a picture I took of Milo and my mom sitting together smiling. Like we were just like feeling pure relief, nothing else. No thinking about our house or the material possessions.
Noah, Milo, and their mom huddled in the ocean for over 5 hours. Wow. That's patience. You gotta do what you gotta do to live.
I'm all good, yeah. Okay.
They reunited with their father the next day.
We were thinking about him while we were in the water because we knew he did, work in Lahaina.
I didn't even think about that until you just said it.
What?
That you guys were thinking I was in town.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I didn't know
that.
that. I didn't realize that's why you were worried about me, because I forgot. You guys didn't know I wasn't going to work that day.
What's it like hearing it?
That was just now. That's the first time I've heard that, and it's like kind of heartbreaking for me to understand now why he was worried about me, because he thought I was in that, which that would have been hard for me to get out of there too. It is funny that I kept thinking of running in the ocean. Well, they can run to the ocean. If anything, you can usually outrun something that's going to be like that and run to the ocean. I thought they could at least run to the ocean.
In my group of that 24, 25, I think was the head count. I think everyone made it, but there were a lot of people in that water who did not.
Wow. It is the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century, bruh. Yo, like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna have to say it again. Rest in peace to everyone who lost their lives in this wildfire right here. It's just things that happen. They're saying it started from a power line, and they actually are trying to sue the company, the electric company, saying that it was actually intentional and malicious intent behind it, which is also crazy to think about. But crazy right here, yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy this informational video of what's going on over here in Hawaii. It seems as if they have the fires all down, and it's just about repairing now. Alright, make sure you do smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one the same way you're gonna catch me in the next one. Peace. Love y'all.